Greetings, YouTubers! It's the 18th of December 2007. I'm Steve Rothel. Now, on the front page of New Zealand's Dominion Post yesterday, there was a Greenpeace propagandist dressed as one of their favourite visual lies, a polar bear, threatened by melting ice. However, latest research by Hansson and Omstedt of the journal Climate Dynamics, modelling the temperature of the Baltic Sea since 1500, showed something quite different. Now, you'd think that the high latitude, continent-surrounded Baltic is exactly this kind of place that should most clearly show this alleged human-induced warming. Instead, they conclude that, quote, the 1730s were the decade with the least ice, followed by the 1740s and the 1930s, unquote. And also, quote, it is not possible to clearly state that the region is experiencing a climate change outside the natural limits of the past half millennium, unquote. Going even further back, numerous studies have demonstrated that polar bears have survived many generations of average temperatures above the most alarmist predictions. For example, from 10,000 to 8,500 years ago, northern Canada was 5 degrees warmer than now. One would think that the New Zealand media would give at least as much prominence to the fact that Antarctica has been cooling for decades as it does to the continual Northern Hemisphere sourced news about how the Arctic is melting. Apparently. Oh. Well, today's Dominion newspaper was scolded today by Greenpeace propagandist Susanna Bailey for daring to print the opinions of climate change skeptic Brian Leyland. Such attempts to shut down the debate and compare anyone who disagrees with the catastrophic global warming or boiling agenda with Holocaust deniers is one of the most unpleasant aspects of the climate catastrophist religion. This authoritarian disdain for free speech had its echo in the law passed just today by the Labour and Green and other parties to severely restrict free speech for 1 year in 3 in New Zealand. As another example, last year Dr. Heidi Cullen said that the American Meteorological Association should disendorse any meteorologist who questions the catastrophist scenario. We had Bill Maguire, an earth sciences professor, saying, quote, we have Holocaust deniers, we have climate change deniers, and to be honest, I don't think there's a great deal of difference. And yet these brazen attempts to silence those who disagree with their skewed conclusions have convinced large swathes of confused citizens into blindly accepting their ranting.